I'd like to introduce Miles Kessler from the Integral Dojo. He's also putting together an electronic university, so I invite you to check out his work as well as hope that you enjoy our time with him here. Miles, thanks for being with us.
Half the year I was doing Aikido, half the year I was meditating, so I was off the bicycle. Or we somehow try to kind of deconstruct the bicycle when we're riding it, which I find is a very, very tricky thing, because when you're deconstructing your Aikido, that means that you're going to start letting go of technical forms. You're going to start challenging or questioning the status quo of your dojo, questioning the status quo of your style, of maybe even your teacher, of the whole Aikido community. And the status quo is going to question you back. And that's like, you've got to be one courageous mother to do that. You know, you've really got to be, that's just the path of the spiritual warrior. So if, the path of the spiritual warrior is nothing if it's not an inward path where you find this kind of true north, and you, not a narcissistic, oh, it's my truth, but actually something deeper. And as I said before, when I saw Sensei in a book, a seed opened. What I realize now, what I was seeing was my potential. I saw him and I was reading the words, and I was just like blown away. It's like, oh my God, I want to move towards that. But what I was seeing was my very own potential in the future, meeting me in the present as a 14-year-old boy. And it was like this calling that just, it drew me. And ever since, I was kind of moving towards my own potential. And Ramana Maharshi says that when you seek the grace of God, you can rest assured that the grace of God is also seeking you. So we can say, wait a second, I want to actually find this clear liquid. I want to move beyond the form, beyond the technique, beyond the style. And when we do that, the status quo is going to bite back. It's really going to come after us. So it takes a lot of courage. But we have to have faith, because it's really like stepping out there on our own. We have to have faith that what is beyond, the thing that we are seeking, is simultaneously also seeking us. As we move towards our potential, this kind of metaphorical clear liquid, mastery, or whatever you want to call it, enlightenment, awakening, as we move towards it, it is also moving towards us. That I have no doubt about now. And as we start to get hits there, in Aikido, to be honest, and more in kind of, when you align with the principles, certainly in Jiwaza, two people coming together, we start to kind of get hits of it. In music, jazz, I know you're a musician. When we start to get this creative flow with another person, it's an amazing affirmation that, yes, this is the right path. This is so much more valuable than doing another Ikkyo. And I love Ikkyo. I love the technical side, and I love to perfect and tinker and try different styles. And I love all that stuff. But what sustains me in that is that I'm held by that clear liquid.
There's something fantastic, magical, transcendent. I can't find the word for it that Aikido has given me. It's helped me. Sure. It's helped me live in a completely different world than I would have lived in. And I have done my best to pass that on to people, because that's where my value was, not particularly in the technical forms, much as, like Christopher Lee just said, I'm a martial arts geek. I love doing it. I love learning all the stuff and rolling around on the mat and throwing people and all that. But there's been something magical. And I'm hoping that between all of us, as Don Juan said, people can begin to see reality in the crack between the worlds.
Awesome. What a great intention, man. It's one boundary and another boundary bumping into each other, having conflicting agendas, and working it out. And the principles of Aikido are the only way, I'm not saying that it has to be Aikido, but the principles, which are in many things, the principles are the only way that we can actually work out and deal with our conflicting agendas in a way where we actually come together into a greater sense of unity. That's a massive transmission, and that's something that it's our duty to do the same.